Hey everybody, it's Tim Van Orden coming to you from the Old Stage Road in Woodford, Vermont. I just ran up the mountain and I thought I would do a little Bigfoot walk and have a conversation about intermittent slowing. Yes, not fasting, but slowing, because it's been playing on my mind. It's a big part of my process. And when I coach people, this is something that I try to get people to do, to slow down throughout the day. Now, it may sound like a simple play on words, like intermittent fasting, intermittent slowing, but fasting is a word that's misunderstood most of the time. To fast means to hold steady, to be firm, to be unwavering. One way that we still have that meaning is steadfast. For instance, people running fast, it's not about the speed at which you run, it's running steady, not slowing down, holding a particular pace, even though you don't want to. Fasting in relation to food is, I guess, not an exercise of willpower, but an exercise of won't power. I won't eat from the hours of 6 p.m. until noon the following day, or whatever numbers you have decided are going to give you the biggest bang for your buck. So it's about what you will not do, intermittent fasting. And intermittent slowing, I guess, could be described the same way, but it's the opposite. It's about not employing willpower or won't power, but not using any kind of power at all, letting yourself off the hook. So intermittent slowing is about saying, okay, I've been pushing, and it's probably in my best interest to stop pushing. Let me slow down. Let me step away from whatever it is that I'm doing that is requiring the use of willpower, discipline, determination, perseverance, and let's allow ourselves to rest and digest. So I've bitten off a big chunk of this project, or of this run, or of this day, or of this particular conversation that I need to have with someone. Now I need to process. I need to rest and digest. We can't just eat all day long and expect our body to be healthy. We have to allow our digestive system to do its job and then turn off so that other parts of the body can get that blood and then incorporate what we have eaten. Just like learning, if you cram for a test and you're studying all night long, you haven't given yourself the time to process and encode the information that you consumed. So most of it will be lost. Like breathing, we breathe in, we take oxygen, we use that oxygen to metabolize, and then we produce carbon dioxide as a waste product, and we breathe it out along with other things. So we can't just breathe in all the time and say, I need oxygen. We also have to let go of the carbon dioxide, but more importantly, we need to metabolize in between. So intermittent slowing is about saying, I've done some work. Now I need to rest. I need to process. I need to mull it over. I need to let that play around in other parts of my brain. I need to let my body do something else. And then when I feel like that information or that physical activity has been incorporated into my being, well, I can engage again. I can take another breath. But when we don't allow ourselves to slow down on a regular basis, incorporate, rest, and digest, then we just wear ourselves out. And the common strategy that most people employ when they feel worn out is to medicate with alcohol, with other types of drugs, with caffeine, or they cope with media, conversations, and whatever else that people are using these days that I am not keeping up with, because I do my best to try not to just consume information. If I'm going to consume something, I want it to be important. I want it to be worthy of incorporation into me. So when the day has come to an end, it's like, okay, let's slow down again, at least an hour before bed. and let's just let the day mingle. We'll slowly shut ourselves down. We will let go, and we will let other parts of our brain and body take over and do what they need to do to process this day, so that we can wake up a little smarter, a little wiser, a little stronger, with a little more endurance or patience or compassion tomorrow, rather than an alarm clock screaming at us and we've just got to jump into the world feeling unprepared and overwhelmed and without enough energy to meet the day ahead of us. That's the result of not slowing down. That's the result of holding steady, of fasting, and trying to will yourself through your life. It doesn't work. Just like any athlete will tell you, yes, going to the gym or running is important, but it's the recovery where the growth takes place. You don't recover or get stronger in the middle of a run. You recover when you're not running. You get faster when you're not running. So if your goal in life is to feel more empowered, then you've got to let yourself off the hook throughout the day and slow down, rest and digest, soak up the moment, and let your body and brain incorporate what they have just consumed or accomplished. And then when you feel like it's good to go, you can get back in there and hold steady again. But it's a cycle of breathing in and breathing out, working and letting go, working and letting go, fast and slow. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I look forward to chatting with you again. See ya.